Hi, it's Jesse Zeman, BC Wildlife Federation member update for the middle of March. First thing, AGM Convention early bird date is closing any day. February 20th is the last day. We've got a pile of people who have registered. If you want to get in early bird prices, make sure you sign up right away. We do have some pretty neat opportunities for all of the youth participants as well. So for the clubs and regions, make sure you send some youth delegates. The Land Act, you'll see a position statement on our website. There's been a lot of conversation in British Columbia as it relates to land tenure and changes to the Land Act. I know there's a pile of people who have reached out to their MLAs. Please keep doing so. I know a number of our clubs and regions have as well. Three big things that are hitting BC here for 2024. The solution is all the same. Chronic wasting disease, invasive mussels, and whirling disease. These are all three things that once you get them, you can't get rid of them. And in all three cases, it looks like the province in some cases, and certainly the government of Canada, is nowhere to be found. If we do not get a handle on boats coming into British Columbia with mussels and potentially whirling disease, once we get it here, we don't get rid of it. And the impacts on our fish and freshwater ecosystems will be absolutely devastating. As it relates to CWD, we've got 2 confirmed positives in the East Kootenays, one in a white-tailed deer, one in a mule deer. Both are reasonably far apart, so it's pretty safe to assume that we have some fairly substantial issues there on that file. Funding is the big thing. We have test results, members who have had deer heads turned in October that are still getting their results now. Completely unacceptable to take 4 months to get test results back. British Columbia is going to have to start throwing some money at this and adequately funding fish and wildlife management. This has been going on for decades. It continues to plague us until the province gets serious about taking care of these things. We're going to continue to have issues. We did have a webinar with James Litley from the Okanagan Basin Water Board on invasive mussels and their potential impact. You can check that out on our YouTube channel. We will have a webinar this month with Kate Nelson from the province on February 26th around chronic wasting disease and how we move forward with it. I will say on chronic wasting disease, the folks who are running the program have been great to work with over the years. The challenge really is a lack of funding and a lack of interest from the province. You can only do so much with a few $100,000 on a program that's really just getting by. So we're gonna have to really turn up the advocacy in 2024 to get some federal and provincial commitments around funding. And that brings us to the provincial election. We will have town halls rolling out across the province. We've got our first one booked and scheduled for March 2nd in Grand Forks. So if you're anywhere near there, please come on down and check it out and get engaged. Big things for us are going to be funding, science-based wildlife management, where politics are not running the show, and then public access to public resources. Want to give a shout out to the Lake Windermere Club. They hosted their first Fishing Forever event out on the ice. We had a ton of sponsors as well and a bunch of folks who went out and caught fish and had smiles on their face. I want to thank Rapala and 13 Fishing for their donations. We had a number of other sponsors as well. That's the update for now. We'll catch up with you in a couple of weeks. The BCWF has been in the media a ton on all of the issues. We expect there'll be more issues coming out. The province still has not released the hunting regulation proposals for 2024. That is months behind. So as soon as that comes out, we will be sure to let you all know, because we are going to have to engage our provincial elected officials in a major way. Talk to you soon.